Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I took you shopping with me yesterday and this is what I picked up while I was out. It's a fair bit. It's some lovely stuff for my autumn-winter wardrobe and I'm super thrilled about the pieces. I'm going to talk you through them now with a few clips from the changing rooms, and I'm also going to show you how I style them up. So stay tuned to see what I'm doing with these new in pieces. The first shop I went into was Mango, and Mango was absolutely killing it, which is a real problem because I felt like I exhausted my shopping budget in the first 5 minutes of being out of the house. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but they really have some great stuff at the moment. And the Mango that I went into, they have the selection range, and I don't really like the other Mango, I have to say. Their normal basic range, I just don't think the quality is there, but the selection range is absolutely impeccable. So I'm gonna show you what I got now in the cutaways. The first thing I got is this blue striped shirt. It's in a cotton poplin. It's got super exaggerated cuffs. I actually sized up in this because I wanted it to fit a bit looser so that you can also wear it kind of open over dresses and things like that. And this is a really good layering piece. This is so nice. The cotton poplin also feels really good quality, and I just can't pass up on a good stripy shirt. I think I might have a little bit of an obsession with them, but this is a really nice one. By the way, the brown jeans that I was wearing in Mango throughout the entire try-on, those were Mango wide leg brown jeans. I'm gonna try and link them down below for you. I would have bought them in a heartbeat because I was after some brown jeans. However, they were really gaping at the waist, like really, and I needed the size on the hips. So as good as they look in the cutaways, because you can't see the gaping at the back, they just weren't a fit. This is a real shame. But if you're somebody who's not as hippie as me, they might be a really good pair for you to pick up. So have a look at them. The next thing I brought home with me is this pink wool cardigan. I walked into the shop and that was the first piece I walked into, and they only had two left. One of them was in my size. Immediately fell in love with it. I've said it before, I'm so on the fence with pink, but I'm really drawn to it as well. And these brighter pinks, I think, do suit me. So I had to get it. It's 100% wool, but it's a really super soft and nice wool, and it just feels super cozy. I like that it's a little bit cropped. And I just think something like this for the winter, honestly, you can't go wrong. I've styled it with a linen skirt now for the last few days of summer. But then, of course, you can also just style it with some denim or some brown denim, for example. That would look really nice as well. Or if you have some burgundy trousers or a skirt, like the options are really endless. And this color goes super nicely with chocolate brown. So everything I picked up in Mango was from their selection range, and none of the pieces were particularly cheap, but the quality does seem to be really nice on all of them. As well, the next piece that I bought, which is a silk shirt in this gorgeous brown. It's not a very dark brown, it's kind of like a medium brown, tapping into that mocha mousse color that was allegedly the color of the year. But I didn't buy it because of that. I bought it because it feels super lovely, and I feel like I need to get over my silk shirt trauma. Going to make this very brief, but I once had a silk shirt that cost me a good bit of money. I was a student at the time, and I wore it once and it was ruined. And ever since then, I haven't touched silk with a barge pole. Every time somebody advertises Lily Sick, I'm Lily Sick. Excuse me, that was Freudian. Every time somebody comes at me with Lily Silk, I immediately switch off because I'm so traumatized by silk. But anyway, I went ahead and got this silk shirt. So hopefully I'm going to be luckier with this one. This color is beautiful. And the way I envisage wearing is actually in the colder months with leather. So that's how I've styled it up here for you with my black leather skirt from Mango. This is a super pretty piece, and I think this goes super nicely. By the way, if you feel like my outfits are seasonally confused, it is just that the seasons here are very confused because it is still so warm during the day, so I can't get boots out and coats and model this kind of stuff for you. Another thing I picked up in Mango is this faux leather jacket. I'm somebody who always buys real leather because I just prefer it for the durability. But I have to say that I couldn't pass this up. The price point is so good. This was 50 euros. So this is actually not from the selection range. I was lying. And it feels, for faux leather, it feels really, really nice. So because I love this color, it goes with so many things. I'm just going to be wearing this for this winter. I'm going to see how it fares. This is a really, really good piece. And especially if real leather is a bit on the unaffordable side for you, something like this will see you through a couple of seasons anyway. There were a few things in Mango that I tried and passed on. And some of them, I'm not sure whether it was right or not to pass on them, but you do have to draw the line somewhere, right? One of them was this diamond patterned light blue cardigan. This was super pretty. Honestly, I did really, really like this. And if it had been in better quality, I would have probably bought it because I love these patterns. But it was 100% synthetic fiber, and I just know that these things don't wash well. Then I tried a few t-shirts, which were actually really, really nice. This stripy one that was kind of like a baseball shirt. It had that sort of striped pattern going on, and the colors as well. And then the other one that I tried on was just like a brown t-shirt. They also had it in white, and it was premium selection. The t-shirt felt really good, I have to say. And it was reasonably priced. It was under the 30 euro mark, I think. But I didn't get it in the end because I do have a brown t-shirt from Massimo that I really like. And I've got my white Arcade t-shirts, and I kind of think I'm covered. I also tried a polo shirt. I already have two Mango Premium Selection polo shirts that I love. And this one is like a charcoal grey one. It was 100% wool. I think the only reason I didn't get it is because I already saw so many other things that I really liked. And then I tried this brick red sleeveless blouse with shoulder pads, and I might be going back for this. So I'm a bit contradicting myself here now, because that is out of polyester, so it's 100% synthetic fiber. But I've tried this 3 times now, and it just looks so good. I don't like the material, have to be honest. I wish it was out of a different material. But I'm looking for something with a bit of a shoulder pad in a kind of color like that. And they actually have it in rust and they have it in chocolate brown. So double whammy here. So I might go back for this one and get one of the colors. And then I also tried a few jackets in Mango, and their jacket game is seriously good at the moment. And not only that, they're also super affordable. So the leather jacket I just showed you that I did pick up, that is a really, really nice one. And then I also tried like a little barn jacket, and it was very thin, very lightweight. If you live in a hot climate like myself, it's a good option. And you know, if you're looking for an economic option and just want to jump on the trend, that one was nice, and it was cotton. So it was cute. Unfortunately, Mango did get me on the way out of the store with an absolute impulse purchase. That was not on my list at all. This is a pomegranate colored, they told me, suede bag. So it's like a, I don't know, would you call this a shopper? But it's a big bag. It's a really roomy bag, real suede. It doesn't have a zip. It has just this magnetic closure. I don't even know what to say about this apart from the fact that I am mad because I have so many bags. But this was 99 euros. But I've seen bags like this in Massimo Dutti for 3.99 or 2.99, depending on how big they are. And for 99 euros, this is really, really nice. The color is what got me in the end of the day, because this will go really nicely, for example, with the suede jacket. This is not a suede jacket. This will go really nicely with the leather jacket, for example, and actually all of my winter wardrobe. This is just going to be so, so good. And this is one of those bags where just shove everything in and go out of the house. You know, you can even, this will fit a laptop. Absolutely brilliant for the money that they wanted for it. Did I need another bag? Do I have to answer this? I'm not going to answer this, okay? And I got one last thing in Mango actually, which I nearly forgot, and it is this brooch. I was sizing something like this up in COS last year. I don't know what it cost. It was a lot. It's like a pin with 2 warbles at both ends. And I've been looking for something like this, not to use as a brooch, but actually to use it as a fastening for any open cardigans that I have. I can think of a couple that are like, they're long and they're heavy because they're mohair. And they always kind of keep on coming off my shoulders, which is super annoying. So I think that this is going to be really good. This was $19.99, much more affordable than what they had in COS last year. Next up, I went into H&M, and H&M delivered for a change, because usually it doesn't. It's another shop I avoid. I hate even just going in there and nothing is steamed and everything looks like they're treating it like garbage. So I went in for a couple of specific things. One of them was a pair of brown jeans. So the ones in mango didn't fit, unfortunately, because they looked great. And then I was sizing up this COS pair. To be honest, I'm still thinking about this COS pair. Right? The jeans are called the Facade jeans. They're like a straight to slight barrel cut. They're super nice. I already have them in other colors. Anyhow, back to H&M. I did buy these jeans in the end. They were 30 euros, super affordable. And they're kind of just like a really classic cut. They're just long, straight pair of jeans. I think they're a mid-rise, maybe they're a high-rise. And they're really good, I think, for the money. I think brown jeans are going to be one of those wardrobe staples for this autumn winter. So keep your eyes peeled for a pair if you think it would go with your autumn winter wardrobe. But then I picked up another couple of things in H&M, and they're two check shirts. I'm going to show you in the cutaways and in the changing room that I tried them. The check shirt in the brown check with the kind of slightly white ruffly bit. This isn't really something that I would normally go for, but I am invited, believe it or not, to an Oktoberfest party. So I needed something that looks even remotely Bavarian. I thought this check shirt was kind of a nod to the to the party without me going out and buying some proper traditional clothing. Anyhow, so I think this is quite a nice one, and hopefully I'll wear it after the party as well. And then the other shirt that I bought was super affordable cotton shirt in this kind of vibrant blue check. It's a cropped shirt, and I think for layering in the winter, for just having the collar out, this will be really, really good. It was so affordable that I thought I'd get it. And that was all that I got in H&M. We're coming to the end here now, thank God. I was out for 5 hours, I think, yesterday, and I am exhausted. The last shop I went into, and please do excuse me, I did no filming in there at all, but it is swarming with staff every time I go in there, and that was Massimo Dutti. So in Massimo Dutti, I picked up two things. One of them is this burnt orange wool jumper. I've passed this up now 3 times, and every time I see it, I gasp at the color because it's so nice and it's one of my best colors. It wasn't very expensive and it's 100% wool, and I got it. Again, this is a color that pairs beautifully with brown. And this season is all about brown, as we all know. The other thing I picked up is this pair of, well, what would you call them? I'm going to call them loafers. They call them moccasins in Spanish. I wanted a pair of brown suede ones. Have been sizing up Flattered homepage for weeks now, and debating with myself whether I should get one of their pairs. But the ones that I did like, they're called the Dylan, I think. They're nearly scratching the 300 euro mark, and I'm just a little bit sick of spending that much money on shoes. I have to say I love Flattered. They're good. They're really good. The shoes are good, the bags are good. But it is a lot of money to splurge on one pair of shoes. These ones, I think, just are a little bit clunkier. The Dylan is a little bit more pointed. I think it's a bit more elegant as well, because these don't really have a heel. I think the Dylan has this kind of tiny heel. And then in the front, rather than this bow, it has a tassel. So I do think, if I'm being 100% honest, the Flattered loafers are nicer, but these were 89 euros, and the Flattered loafers are, as I said, 275, I think. These will do, and they are super comfortable. So this is everything I picked up yesterday. Admittedly, you know, it was more than I set out for, but sometimes the stores just deliver, and then sometimes you don't find anything at all. I think all of these pieces are super nice and great additions to my autumn-winter wardrobe, and hopefully I'm going to get loads of wear out of them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed following me around the shops for a little while. Leave me a comment if you did enjoy this video, and see you again soon in my next one. Take care, everyone. Bye now.